It may feel like the offseason just started, but around the NFL, the chessboard is already moving. And surprisingly, some of those early moves might be breaking in the Carolina Panthers' favor. Because while division rivals are searching for answers, Carolina may be quietly holding on to something very important. Let's start in Atlanta. The Falcons are officially beginning their search for a new general manager, with virtual interviews set to kick off this week. And according to multiple reports, their list of candidates includes executives from Chicago, Houston, Kansas City, Pittsburgh, and San Francisco. But here's the key detail, Panthers fans. That list does not include Carolina Executive Vice President of Football Operations Brant Tillies. And that's big. Earlier this month, Tillies was on Atlanta's radar for their newly created football president role, which was officially filled by franchise icon Matt Ryan shortly after. As long as the Falcons stick to this current group of candidates, Carolina appears likely to keep Tillies, a core piece of the front office structure. In just his second season with the team, Tillies helped construct the Panthers' first division-winning roster since 2015. Stability matters. And for once, it looks like the Panthers might get to keep it, at least for another offseason cycle. If you see this as a win for the Panthers, show it with a quick like. Now let's shift to the coaching staff. Because another major question hovering over Carolina this offseason is the future of defensive coordinator Ejiro Evero. Evero has already interviewed for 3 head coaching jobs. One of those openings, Atlanta, is gone. That leaves Pittsburgh and Las Vegas. And here's where things get interesting. According to NFL insider Jordan Schultz, the Raiders are leaning toward an offensive-minded head coach, someone to pair with Heisman Trophy-winning quarterback Fernando Mendoza, who's expected to be the number 1 pick in the 2026 draft. Names like Clint Kubiak and Davis Webb are gaining traction. Evero, currently on the outside looking in. If Las Vegas goes that direction, Pittsburgh becomes the only remaining threat. And if nothing materializes there, Carolina gets Evero back for another season, which, believe it or not, would still be a win. Despite the rough start in 2024, Evero's defense improved significantly with better personnel in 2025. And while parts of the fan base remain skeptical of his scheme, the league clearly isn't. 3 head coaching interviews don't happen by accident. If Evero stays, the Panthers gain continuity, and if he eventually leaves for a head job, they'll be in line for a compensatory draft pick. Either way, Carolina benefits. And speaking of the future, let's talk draft. Because Mel Kiper Jr. just dropped his first mock draft for 2026. And with the 19th overall pick, he has the Panthers selecting Georgia linebacker C.J. Allen, a tone setter, a 3-down defender, and possibly the answer to a growing need in the middle of Carolina's defense. Kiper points out that Christian Rozeboom is set to hit free agency, and there's uncertainty around Trevin Wallace after an injury-filled season. Allen checks a lot of boxes. 85 tackles last year. All-American. First-team All-SEC. Can rush the passer. Can drop into coverage. And at just 20 years old, his ceiling is high. Carolina has a proud linebacker tradition, and they've been searching for long-term stability at the position for years. C.J. Allen could be the kind of pick that locks that down, the kind of pick that pays off for a decade. So when you step back and look at it all, a key front office leader likely staying put, a defensive coordinator who may return despite outside interest, and a draft projection that fills a major defensive hole. This offseason, it's already starting differently. Smarter, calmer, more controlled. The Panthers aren't scrambling anymore. They're building. So here's the question, Panther Nation. How important is it that Carolina keeps Brant Tillies and Ejiro Evero together for another year? And would C.J. Allen be the right pick to anchor the defense moving forward? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you're excited about the direction of this team, hit that like button and subscribe for more Panthers updates. The foundation is holding. The future is aligning. And the Panthers are setting themselves up for what comes next. Keep pounding.